In this video, I'm going to show you how to draw this otter. I draw every single day. I doodle in a daily doodle book, and this is some of my doodles. Every day I draw in my books, and some days I spend a lot of time on it. Some days I don't. Some days I draw objects that I'm grateful for, and I like to draw animals. And I drew this otter. Oh my God. I love this guy. I drew him a couple of years ago during a spring break. And I just thought maybe today I would show you how I draw it. So if you would like to draw this otter, stick along and draw it with me. I'm gonna put it in my new daily doodle. I'm gonna keep this guy here just so you can see him. I'm recording this live pretty much because I don't want to edit videos anymore. So I decided I'm gonna just jump live on this thing and just start drawing and things. So here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna show you how to draw this otter step by step. I'm gonna keep this guy off to the side so you can see him. And then I'm just going to show you. If you have a pencil, all you really need is a pencil. If you have colored markers and colored pencils, that's helpful. I pulled together a bunch of markers here, just some nice colors, otter-like colors, browns and yellows and oranges and stuff like that. Basically, here's how I'm going to do this. I'm going to show you how to shape it, so follow along, and let's draw an otter together. Okay, so to start, you got to draw a circle. Now, when I say draw a circle, I'm going to start very light, so you're not going to see it right away. But don't just draw a perfect circle. Just kind of draw circles. Just kind of like a couple of circles. Just get yourself a nice, like move the pencil around. Give yourself a nice circle. That's going to be the head of the otter, the face. Then you're going to draw another, sort of like an oval over here. We're doing is we're just kind of blocking out the shapes that make the otter. So we're gonna do stuff like this. So we're gonna go over here like that, and then normally I would start doing this, but I'm not gonna draw the full body yet of the otter because I don't know what his face is gonna look like yet. So what I want you to do is just kind of draw sort of like an egg shape here, and then another egg shape over here. See, I'm gonna draw a little bit darker than I normally would. I don't know how I want his belly to be yet because I'm basically going to start really working on his head. So, draw a circle and an oval over here. And then what we're going to start doing is constructing the otter by darkening lines and just sort of find the part of that circle that you like and then just kind of connect like that. And then what you're going to do is, hard to explain. I'm going to try to do this, but look, this is where his nose is going to be, somewhere in that part of the oval. I'm going to draw a little darker so you can see. I'll erase some of this. This is where his nose is going to be. So you're going to do that, but then you want to just sort of create like almost like a triangle, like this sort of thing, because you want to kind of give him like some volume, like some structure to his nose. So you're doing that, and then you're coming over here, and then you give like a little bit down like that, and you're just sort of making this cute little otter. I absolutely love drawing otters. I drew this otter like several times. Look, here's another one. They always look a little different, but this was one of my favorite ones. I'm gonna really try to make this happen. So here we go. Gonna go like this, and then you're gonna end up erasing some of these lines. So I'm just showing you how you're going to just construct the sort of structure of his face. And you just have to kind of create where you want the eye to be. So you're going to erase a little bit, doing this, and then I'm going to come in. And then you just bring this down, and then you have to figure out where his eye is. His eye is going to be somewhere in that circle, over here somewhere. So you just don't draw the whole eye yet. Just kind of do like a little, really just kind of sketching out the idea. See what I'm doing? Just sort of giving it like a little sort of where the eye is gonna be. And then over here, this part of the circle, you want to have like, they got these cute little ears. So just give like a small little ear. Again, don't do too much yet. I just want you to kind of sketch out the idea. So then you go like this, and then you just keep moving your pencil around to get like this kind of fuzziness to it. And then you have to kind of create this. Now, when you get to that point, see where I drew the first oval? That's too much. I don't like that. I gotta bring it down more. So now I'm gonna create, the otter has like a straight down from here. It doesn't go in like a giraffe or something. It basically goes like right above the ear. You go like this, and then you come down. And as you draw this, it might look like a polar bear. It kind of looks like a polar bear. like it though. And I'm doing this, and then I'm coming in, and I'm gonna just give it like a cute little body. So he's got this kind of, and he's just standing. And I'm not gonna worry about the feet. I'm just gonna draw like his tail out here like this. And I'm gonna just kind of do this to the feet because I'm gonna put some blue in there. I'm gonna give him like some, he's gonna be sitting in water. And then somewhere in this body over here, like in the center of this, I don't know what shape this is. It almost looks like a vase. Somewhere over here, you're gonna do like his little arm. And his arm is gonna be swooping down, and he's got like these cool claws. So you just kind of do this to start, like just give him a couple of claws. And then come over like this. And this is like a spookier looking otter. This guy's cuter. Look at this. Okay, so after you do that, if you do have markers, get some color on it, and you want to just start putting some color in certain areas, so you just sort of help you give like this idea of what the otter is going to look like. And you just kind of switch the colors. You might have to erase some of the pencil. When you do colored pencils, sometimes the colored pencils erase. His face is a little too, it's kind of long. I think his nose should be up higher. See, this is life. This is drawing. This is what it's like. I'm going to bring his nose a little up. And I'm going to go like this. This looks like he's as cute as I want him to be. But when I get into the fine liner, I'm going to put some fine liner in this at some point. And I'm going to give him like this cute face. And then I'm going to take some of this color, and I'm just sort of, not that color, I'm going to get some marker now. No, not that color. I got to find the right color. Where is it? Too dark, too dark. Maybe this pink. Now I'm just sort of taking markers, and I'm just going to start getting him like, he's kind of a goofy looking otter. I'm going to go with I'm going to go to the fine liner. Okay. Here we go. So I'm going to pick the eye because I just want to get his eye looking a certain way because he looks a little grumpy right now, and I want to make him cute because all my other otters are so cute. Look at these guys. I want to make them cute like this. That's what I want to try to do. So here I go. I'm going like this, and I'm just sort of making his eye. And now over here, I have this, I think his head is a little too bulbous. So I'm going to erase and have it go a little bit more like this. See what I'm doing? Now he looks like he does too short. Just sort of play with it and kind of have fun. And I'm doing this. And I decided I'm not going to record videos anymore. I mean, I don't know. I might. I'm not sure yet. I've set up my whole YouTube studio to go live every Saturday morning, and to go not live, I have to change all the cameras, and I don't want to do that. So I decided I'm going to go live and see what happens. This doesn't look like an otter. It looks like a tiger, like a baby tiger, Lion King kind of thing. What happened to my otter? I'm trying to draw. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. Look. Kind of a mean looking otter. But maybe he's like the grumpier otter. This was the first otter I drew. And then I drew this one not too long ago. And I've been telling kids I'm gonna show them how to draw an otter on YouTube. And here I am, showing you how to draw an otter. And what I like to do, it's hard to see and I'm not gonna zoom, but I like to do little lines, like little fuzzy lines to kind of build the fur of the otter. And then I'm gonna go here, and I'm gonna go, and then I made this shape of pencil. I'm not going to commit yet to the shape of the body because I don't know if I want him to be less. Yeah, he's definitely looks a little less like an otter than the other otters. It still looks like an otter. If you're draw an animal and you don't know if it looks exactly like the animal that you're trying to draw, the best thing to do is to write the name of the animal or what type of animal it is and bubble letters so that there's no mistaking. So look, I'm gonna do this. I'm just gonna draw otter in bubble letters. That way you know it's an otter in case there's any confusion. And I'll darken that in at some point and color it in, but I'll just do it quickly right now so you can kind of see it, because I don't know if the pencil's coming up on the camera. I think he's cute. He's very grumpy looking. I think what it is this has to go like this. Yeah, look, see? You shape out what you want. Make the shapes. I'm gonna give him a little smile. And then I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna give him the claws. I've read about otters. They're so cute, and I saw them in Florida years ago, but apparently they're not friendly to humans. So don't, if you see an otter, don't go near it. I'm not sure I love that arm. But anyways, here's my otter. And then I'm also gonna do this. Because I don't know exactly what an otter's legs look like, I'm going to, not with that blue because it doesn't work, but I'm gonna get some blue color on the bottom because he's sitting in water. And that helps me not have to worry about the specific, what his legs look like, because I honestly don't know what an otter's legs look like. I just know what these guys look like because I saw them once and they were swimming in the water, and I just remember looking at them and seeing how cute they were, and I don't remember seeing their legs. But that's how I draw otters. And this doesn't look like an otter. Look at this guy. I mean, he does. They're all different. Look at my otters. Definitely the cutest one. I love him so much. I don't want to mess with this guy, but I've always wanted to color him in, so I guess I'm going to do that right now. Look at this, because I like him more. He looks like a tiger or something, but it's an otter because it says otter, and I wanted to draw an otter today, and that's what I'm doing. So here I am drawing an otter, I drew this one. He's so cute. That was my first drawing of the otter. This is my second, and this is my third. They're cousins. He's kind of like the angry otter. He's a little more grumpier than these guys. He's sort of like very contemplative otter. This guy's just confused. He looks like a confused otter. And this guy looks like the grumpy otter. And then I'm just sort of using my colored pencils to kind of just scribble scrabble to give it like sort of like a fuzzy look. I don't know if they have like specific claws. I think they have these kind of cool claws. And then I'm just gonna give it some dimension. And that's how I draw otters. I draw so much stuff in my book, and this is a woodpeckers I drew once. Look, I wondered if woodpeckers get headaches, so I drew Advil and woodpeckers. Thought that was kind of cool. And I'm going to show you my rhino on a drafting table. Oh, there he is. I love that thing. That's my rhino. Some kid named Austin named his rhino Ino. I think it's Ino, but I drew these. This was one of my first daily doodle books ever. And I always come back to the otter. I show the kids in the workshop my otter all the time, and I just decided to draw. This guy looks much skinnier than this guy. I think his body has got to be a little more bulbous in the top part of his body over here, but this is the otter that I drew today, and I love it. And if you want to draw an otter, like I said, all you really have to do is draw a circle, draw some kind of other sort of oval over here. I like to draw like an oval here and then a bigger oval here, but like I said in the beginning of this video, don't worry so much about the body. Kind of focus on drawing the head by making those sort of, you draw like a circle, draw like an egg shape like that, and you just kind of build in the structure of the face, and then you kind of connect them, and then as you start doing this, you kind of create like a almost like a triangular shape here to get like the structure of the face. And then you start giving like detail with like the darken the pencil, like get a little nose, figure out where his eye is. I always just put like another eye like that, and then bring that down, and that's how you do pretty much any face. That's how you draw faces. It's kind of fun to do. Excuse me. And if you don't have colored pencils, you can just use a regular pencil and just go like darker in some areas and lighter in other areas. And you just give like little fur. And it's always good to kind of move your pencil around as you draw it. And if you don't like what you did, you erase and you draw different, and you kind of just make a cute little otter. Yeah, this is really the shape that you want for the body, like this kind of a shape. This guy looks very like bottom heavy. I think he's a little too bottom heavy, but that's what I did. I drew my otter. I'm going to darken in the lettering a little bit, and I'll probably put some slight background color on this, like just a little bit of like blue over here, just to kind of let the word pop a bit. And that's how I draw otters. So if you want to draw an otter, try it that way. Draw an otter and let me know what you did, and send me a picture of your otter. And I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna jump on live. I'm gonna do this not every day, but like once in a while, like a couple of times a week. I'm gonna jump up on live and figure this out. And because I cannot edit these videos anymore, I'm looking at you from my GoPro. It's a different feed. I got the iPhone on above, and it's just, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go live. All right, so there's my otters. I hope you like this video, and I hope you draw an otter. And if you don't want to draw an otter, draw any animal, and just draw. It's important to draw. All right, that's the end of the video. I'm going now, and I will see you guys again in another live video sometime later this week. All right, ciao.